Welcome class 9. In today's video, we are going to learn about chapter 6, heat and energy. Let's say there's a body and we all know that these bodies are made up of molecules which are always in a constant motion. Because of this constant random motion, they exert a force of attraction on each other, and thus they possess the energy which is called as heat energy. This heat energy is actually the internal energy of the molecules because of their constant motion. So, the internal energy of a body is actually the sum total of kinetic energy because of the constant motion, and also because of the potential energy because which they have, it's because of the attractive force that they possess. So a hot body has more internal energy than a cold body because this thermal internal energy is more when the body gets hot and less if the body is cold. A hot body always radiates its energy to the surrounding places, and if the surrounding places are cold, then the heat energy gets transferred to those cold objects or cold bodies. So we can always see that the hot body transfers its heat energy to the cold body, and thus we can define the heat as heat is the internal energy of the molecules constituting the body which flows from a hot body to a cold body. Always the heat energy transfers from hot body to cold body. That's why when we touch a hot body, an object which is very hot, we feel the heat coming from that hot body on our hands. Similarly, when we touch a cold body, we'll feel the body is cold because the heat from our hand are getting transferred to the cold object. So it's always the flow of heat energy from a hot body to a cold body. So let's look at the unit of heat. The SI unit of heat is joule, represented as capital J, and the CGS unit is erg. You can see that this SI unit joule and erg is also the unit of energy. Why the units of heat and unit of energy are same? Because as already stated, heat is also a form of energy. That's why both the units of heat as well as energy are same. The relation between a joule and erg is that 1 joule is equal to 10 to the power 7 ergs. Heat is not only measured in terms of joule or erg, it is also measured in terms of calories or kilocalories. Kilo means 1000, therefore 1 kilocalorie is equal to 1000 calories. More importantly, we need to know that 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joule, which is approximately equal to 4.2 joule. This relation might be important when we are doing the numerical problems. So 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joule. Just keep this in mind. Next, as we have learned, as we have already said, that hot body always transfers its energy into the cold body. This means that since the hot body is in a higher temperature and the cold body is in the lower temperature, therefore we always will see that the the heat energy always gets transferred from higher to lower temperature. The temperature determines the direction of flow of heat. So, what is temperature then? Temperature is defined as a quantity which signifies the degree of hotness or coldness of a body. It also determines the direction of flow of heat when two bodies of different temperatures are placed in contact. So when two bodies are placed together in contact, the temperature will decide whether uh, from which body the heat is going to get transferred. If the body is hot, means the temperature is higher, and if the body is cold, that means the temperature is lower, and always the heat is transferred from the higher temperature to lower temperature. Next, suppose there is a body and it has some heat energy. Also, there is another body and it also has some amount of heat energy. But if they are brought together, kept in contact, and if you observe that there is no transfer of heat, then what conclusion do we derive at is the bodies are at same temperature. If the bodies are at same temperature, that means the two bodies, the heat energy may not be transferred to the other body. This does not mean that both the bodies have the same amount of heat energy. Just remember this one, this is very important. If both the bodies are having the same temperature, does not mean that both the bodies have the same amount of heat energy. Why so? Because the heat energy contained in a body always depends in three parameters. It depends on its mass, its temperature, and it also depends on the quality or the nature of the material itself. So, the amount of heat energy contained by a body depends on its mass, temperature, and the nature of the material of the body. That's why the heat energy contained in two bodies might be different although they are at same temperature because of their mass and because of their material. Okay, let's see the unit of temperature. The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin, but not only Kelvin, which is represented by capital K. The temperature is measured in terms of degree Celsius and also in terms of degree Fahrenheit. We all know that when we take the temperature, most of the time we refer to degree Celsius, and when we are taking the temperature of our body, we refer to degree Fahrenheit. So what is Kelvin? In chemistry, you might have learned about absolute zero, absolute scale of temperature, that is Kelvin. So there is a relation between Celsius and Kelvin scale that you need to know. TK, capital T represents the Kelvin scale temperature. So capital T, don't be confused that capital T always represents the Kelvin scale. And the small t over here, you can see the small t out here represents the Celsius scale. So capital TK is equal to 273 plus T degree Celsius. This means that if 100 Kelvin is there, 100 Kelvin, sorry, if 100 degree Celsius is there, then at Kelvin temperature it will be 273 plus 100, that gives us 373 Kelvin. Okay, you have done this kind of conversion of Kelvin to Celsius degrees in chemistry also in class 8 hopefully. Okay, so Next is relation between Celsius and Fahrenheit scale. Celsius scale divided by 5 equals to Fahrenheit minus 32 divided by 9. So this is the relation between Celsius and Fahrenheit scale. If you need to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit or Fahrenheit to Celsius, we always refer to this relation and we can convert the given temperature into back and forth to Celsius and Fahrenheit. Next one, the difference between heat and temperature. Heat is a form of energy, whereas temperature is the degree of hotness or coolness of a body. Heat is measured in joules, whereas temperature is measured in Kelvin or degree Celsius or degree Fahrenheit also you can write. Heat depends on the mass, temperature and material of the body, whereas temperature depends on the kinetic energy of the molecules of the body. Heat energy raises the temperature of a body, whereas the temperature decides the direction of flow of heat. There are many other differences, but these four are the major ones. If asked to write down the differences between heat and temperature, then you can easily write the four differences which are mentioned out here. So with this we come to an end of our video. I hope you have enjoyed it, you have learned more about heat energy and your concept may be clear. If you have any doubt, please don't forget to write down your problem or your doubt in the mail and try to get the answer from me. I'll try to answer it or I'll try to explain it in the next video. Okay, so thank you.